Have you ever found yourself stuck in a conversation where you didn't know what to do with your hands? Your eyes kept searching for an escape, and your mind just went completely blank. All you could think was, please, let this be over as soon as possible. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. A lot of people, even those who seem confident on the outside, have felt exactly the same. But here's the good news. Confidence isn't something you're born with. It's a skill. And like any skill, it can be learned. In this video, I'm going to share 5 simple but incredibly effective ways to help you speak more confidently. No pretending, no pressure, just being yourself. And at the end, I'll reveal one special trick that I personally used, and it completely changed the way I communicate. So if you've ever struggled in conversations, or just want to connect better with people, this video is for you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you won't miss any of the upcoming tips and stories. Alright, let's dive in. Why do we lack confidence in communication? Have you ever found yourself afraid of being judged in a conversation? Sometimes, just a raised eyebrow or a question can make you feel like everyone is watching you, evaluating every word you say. And all you want is for the conversation to end as soon as possible, right? Or maybe you feel insecure about yourself? Your voice doesn't sound perfect, your appearance isn't quite right, or you think your knowledge isn't enough to join in the conversation. I've felt that way too, and many times I stayed silent because I thought I wasn't good enough. But the truth is, this fear often comes from a lack of real-life communication experience. If you don't step out and talk to people, you'll never know how well you can actually do. Communication is a skill, just like any other. The more you practice, the more confident you'll become. And finally, there's that pressure to speak perfectly, saying everything just right, sounding smart and flawless. You might think that only then will people truly listen and value what you say. But here's the truth. What matters most is not how you speak, but whether you're willing to share and connect genuinely. The good news is, confidence isn't something you're born with. It's a skill, and you can absolutely train yourself to become more confident, step by step. Let's dive into some ways to help you overcome these fears and communicate with confidence. 5 ways to communicate more confidently. 1. Strong body language. Imagine this. You're walking into an important conversation, but the first thing people notice isn't what you say. It's how you stand, how you move, and how you present yourself through your body. A strong body language doesn't just show confidence, it conveys respect and authority. First, when you stand tall, keeping your back straight and your shoulders open, you're reminding yourself that you deserve to be here, that you have every right to be part of this conversation. A straight posture makes you appear stronger and leaves a better impression on those around you. Next, the eyes. A direct gaze can say more than words. When you make eye contact, you're not just showing confidence, you're showing you're fully engaged in the conversation. Don't be afraid to look into their eyes, but remember, don't stare either. Keep your gaze steady, and you'll feel the connection grow stronger. And don't forget your smile. A light, natural smile will make you seem much more approachable. You don't need to force it or make it exaggerated. Just a genuine smile will make the other person feel at ease and more open to connecting with you. Now imagine 2 people in the same situation. One is hunched over, avoiding eye contact, while the other stands tall, makes eye contact, and gestures naturally. You can feel the difference immediately. The person standing tall looks more confident, trustworthy, and approachable, so why not? Give it a try today. Before every conversation, stand up straight and look in the mirror. You'll notice a shift in how you feel about yourself. That's the first step to becoming a more confident communicator every day. 2. Focus on the other person, not on yourself. Have you ever felt like you were talking to yourself instead of the person in front of you? You've probably worried about whether you're saying the right thing, whether people are judging you, or if you're interesting enough. But the truth is, when you focus too much on yourself, you miss the most important part of communication. the person you're talking to. When you shift your focus to the other person, you'll ease your anxiety and begin to pay attention to what they really want to share. Not only will this help you feel more confident, but it will also make the other person feel respected and genuinely heard. Try this in your next conversation. Instead of worrying about what to say next, ask questions. Really listen and show interest through small gestures. A slight nod, eye contact, or an open-ended question will make the other person feel like they're truly connecting with you. Here's a simple example. When you're engaged in a conversation, instead of just thinking about yourself, pay attention to what the other person is saying. Ask questions, notice the details, and when you listen with genuine interest, you'll find the conversation becomes more engaging. The other person will feel that you truly care about them, and that's a key element in building confidence and deepening connections. So next time you enter a conversation, don't worry about what you have to say. Try shifting your attention to the other person, listen to them, and let the conversation flow naturally. You'll find that not only will you become more confident, but you'll also create a stronger, lasting connection with the people around you. 3. Prepare in advance, when possible. In life, there are moments when we find ourselves in conversations that feel like we're lacking confidence, not knowing what to say next. So the question is, how can you communicate confidently without worrying about lacking answers or not knowing what to say? One simple but incredibly effective tip is to prepare ahead of time. When you're prepared, not only do you feel more confident, but you can also naturally lead the conversation without worrying about running out of things to say or ask. 4. Example. In an important meeting, if you already have the topics you want to discuss and a few questions to clarify the information, you'll feel more at ease when speaking. You'll be more proactive, not fumbling to find the right words. And this not only helps you communicate effectively, but also leaves the impression that you're organized and serious about the conversation. If you're preparing for a job interview, it's the same thing. When you've researched the company and prepared answers for common questions, you'll be able to communicate your message confidently and impressively. Preparing ahead of time allows you to control the conversation and stay composed, no matter what unexpected situations arise. Every conversation is an opportunity to showcase your confidence, and preparation helps you seize that opportunity in the best way possible. When you know what you're going to say and can lead the conversation, you'll not only reduce stress, but also build a stronger connection with the person you're speaking with. 4. Speak slowly and clearly. You don't need to say a lot. Have you ever felt like you're speaking too fast, not giving yourself enough time to think? You rush through your words, and then, after a while, you realize you're no longer in control of the conversation. This not only reduces the effectiveness of what you're saying, but also makes you feel less confident. One of the simplest ways to improve your communication is to speak slowly and clearly. When you speak slowly, you get to feel in control, not rushed, and not worried about what to say next. You have time to think about what you're going to say, and this helps you deliver your message in a clear and coherent way. Imagine you're giving a presentation in front of a group. If you speak too quickly, people won't be able to keep up, and you'll lose their connection. But if you speak slowly, clearly, and with a steady rhythm, you'll not only maintain their attention, but also show that you're in control of the situation, calm and confident. Especially in high-pressure situations like a job interview or an important meeting, speaking slowly and clearly helps you stay calm and collected. You can respond to questions with certainty, emphasizing your points without rushing or worrying. So, how can you speak slowly and clearly? First, you can start by controlling your breath. Deep breaths help you stay calm and speak each word more clearly. Try pausing for a few seconds after each sentence so the listener can absorb what you've said and respond. And remember, when you speak clearly, you're creating a safe space for both yourself and the other person. Keep in mind that when you speak slowly and clearly, you're not just helping others understand you better, you're also showing that you're confident and proactive in the conversation. And that's the key to effective communication and leaving a lasting impression. 5. Practice. The more you do it, the more natural it feels. Confidence doesn't show up overnight. It grows from the moments you stand in front of a mirror and talk to yourself, from the times your voice shakes when you raise your hand to speak, but you push through and say it anyway, and from the times you record yourself speaking, watch it back, and realize, hey, I can actually do better. Communication, just like any other skill, needs practice. Every time you step outside your comfort zone, you move one step closer to real confidence. At first, it might feel awkward or unnatural, but the more you practice, the more comfortable and authentic you'll become. What's interesting is that when you train yourself to speak slowly, to hold eye contact, or simply to really listen to others, you're not just improving how you communicate, you're building a stronger version of yourself. Try recording yourself, or join a speaking club, a place where you're not judged, only encouraged. Every little step, every bit of practice helps you trade nervousness for presence. And remember this, at first you will feel nervous, but that nervousness, that's a sign you're growing. With each practice session, you're not just learning how to speak better, you're learning how to believe in yourself. The secret tip to help you become more confident. There's one simple yet incredibly powerful trick, and I truly believe that if you apply it, your communication will begin to change in a big way. It's called act as if, as in act as if you're already a confident person. That doesn't mean pretending to be someone you're not. It's not about faking or forcing anything. It simply means that even if you still feel nervous, you choose to stand up straight. Even if your heart is racing, you hold eye contact and offer a calm smile. Even when your mind feels blank, you speak slowly and clearly, as if you're fully in control. It may feel like you're just acting, but here's the fascinating part. Your body and your mind are deeply connected. When you behave like a confident person, your brain starts to believe it's true. And the more you repeat this behavior, the less it becomes an act, and the more it becomes a part of who you are. Try it in small situations, a greeting, a self-introduction, a short conversation. Every time you do it, you're sending a powerful message to yourself. I can do this. I deserve to be heard. Remember, fake it till you make it isn't about deceiving others. It's about gently reminding yourself that you have what it takes to become a more confident version of you. Before we finish, remember this. Confidence doesn't come from speaking perfectly. It comes from daring to step up, daring to try, and daring to connect with others sincerely. It's in those moments when you open up that you find real strength and true confidence. I'd love to hear from you. What's the biggest challenge you face when communicating? Share it below so I can create more videos to help you overcome those obstacles. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you won't miss out on more helpful tips and interesting stories in the upcoming videos. Remember, confidence isn't a destination, it's a journey, and you're on the right path. See you in the next video.